We do so many things every day, and if you think about it, we always take them for granted. The phones we take selfies with, that we call our parents or family members, the TV where we watch news every day, the car we drive. At some point, all of these were somebody else's ideas, but now they are realities. And finally, MDC is going to have their own idea center, something that I'm very proud to be part of.
It was Dr. Padron. We're just making his vision happen with the help of a lot of people, plus all the folks across all the schools and all the deans and campus presidents. It's about everybody. It's a big team effort.
The Idea Center is a transformational organization in South Florida because until now, students didn't have access to the tools, the mentorship, and the capital that we're going to be providing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to deliver our official welcome, the President of Miami-Dade College, Dr. Eduardo Padron. Mr. President.
You know, one of the things that inspired me to really work on this idea was the fact that I would see so many students come up with great ideas, things that have tremendous possibility. We would even show them, have them make presentations at our Board of Trustees meetings, etc. But the fact of the matter is that no matter how big their ideas were, they did not have a support system of people with expertise to really help them walk the rope and be able to get their ideas from being just an idea to market.
No institution connects with our community quite like Miami-Dade College. It is the largest and most diverse campus-based college in the country. It is a vital center of higher education, offering opportunity like no other institution, and demands excellence like no other institution. And so it's with that in mind that we at Knight Foundation are thrilled to be making a $2.1 million grant to The Idea Center will provide a pathway for students from across Miami and South Florida to not only build their own skills and ideas, but to connect with this broader community that we, all of us together, we at Knight Foundation and all of you, are working so hard to help build.
And that to me is the whole point of the Idea Center, to use resources that are available here within our community. You know, finding a support system and creating it for us, the students. I am thankful to be on a platform that fosters an entrepreneurial mindset, and of course provides the opportunity for us students to create our own businesses and our own ventures, and also to test them. Thank you very much. The Idea Center opening was buzzing with positive energy, and it was filled with some of our top executives from Miami-Dade College and from some of the biggest industry leaders in our own community.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I had a chance to talk with some of our board members and participants to share their thoughts regarding our new and exciting Idea Center. Hi, Leandro. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Idea Center, for making this happen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Karen. Well, I grew up in Venezuela, middle-class family, and came to the United States with a Fulbright scholarship. I completed my master's degree in international business and a great international business school in Arizona. It's called Thunderbird. And then I didn't have a job after my MBA, so it's okay, I better start my own business. So I did. I partnered with a friend, and we started with very little capital, $25,000. And our business happened to grow to more than $70 million in revenue, became the second largest distributor for cable TV and satellite TV in the United States. So it's been a great journey from being immigrant to student to entrepreneur. And I've always had a passion for education, so now I'm very excited to lead the Idea Center and help our students to accomplish their dreams.
Is the idea something that you would have loved to have back then?
Oh, no doubt. Starting with the way traditional business schools teach entrepreneurship, which is write a business plan and good luck. And then you write your business plan, then when you talk to your first customer, oh my gosh, what I was thinking of, right? So the Idea Center has an experiential approach to the process of being an entrepreneur. We believe that entrepreneurship you learn by doing as much as you learn by like traditional textbooks. So we expect the students to engage with the activity, to talk to customers, to learn from their experience, and then launch their business. Not the way I was educated. So most probably you have an idea right now, and then you don't have the mentorship, the process to take that idea into a reality. So we want to inspire students. We want them to develop new innovative ideas. We want them to launch these innovative ideas and transform them into successful ventures. And also, if they already have a business, for them to grow their ventures to the next level. In a nutshell, that's what we'll be doing, and we will have a big impact in the entrepreneurial ecosystem in Miami.
Talking about the entrepreneurial ecosystem, how do you feel this Idea Center is gonna launch more entrepreneurs? How is that vision coming along with the Idea Center?
Okay, I think Miami is one of the most entrepreneurial cities in the United States already. So our students already are entrepreneurial. We did an activity giving away T-shirts in the Kendall campus, and probably around 50% of them, when we told them, we help you launch your own business, I would say that most of them said, that's what I want to do, or that's my dream, what's in it for me? So definitely, because we're the largest college in the United States and we are Miami, we have campuses all over the city that will have a big impact into the ecosystem.
How would you describe in one sentence the ideal candidate for the Idea Center?
Hungry.
That was one word. Awesome.
That's it. Are you hungry? Come. That's all we need.
Awesome. Thank you for making the Idea Center happen.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the Idea Center. Please let us know your name and what do you do?
Hey Karen, my name is Manny Medina. I've been involved in technology in this community for a long time. I'm also a very proud alum of Miami-Dade College, and I really owe everything to Miami-Dade. If it wasn't for Miami-Dade, I wouldn't be sitting here. But we invest in technology companies, and we also run an event called Emerge Americas, which is an event that is designed to make South Florida a technology hub.
You are already a very successful executive. What makes you come back to the Idea Center?
Yeah, well, as I said, I think Miami-Dade is a very important part of this community. Not only was it for me personally, but I believed had the Miami-Dade community had an Idea Center when I went to college, it would have been a lot easier for me. So I think I have a duty to pay back. I've been very fortunate and blessed, and I just want to make sure that I help as many of the students as possible.
How do you believe this Idea Center is going to help students like you were in the past right now?
Yeah, one of the things that I find in a lot of the incubators and accelerators and idea centers that are around is they're mainly geared to students that already have more means. You know, students that come from wealthier families, or a lot of foreign students that have the ability. I think one of the beauties of Miami-Dade College is that it serves our true community and all those students that don't have the wherewithal on a family, etc. And I think that's the main difference, having this vast, massive amount of students that desperately need the support that Miami-Dade will bring.
Well, thank you for being here with us. Hi, Nabil. Welcome to the Idea Center. Please tell us what you're about. Why are you here?
So Rocker Labs is a unique business model and a platform that partners with entrepreneurs to co-build and launch their companies. We basically provide them our experts in strategy, design, development, execution, growth, and finance. And together with an entrepreneur, we take an idea, transform it into a business and build the enabling technology to allow it to launch as a successful company.
Well, so it operates as an incubator in a way, or?
We're a different proposition in the startup ecosystem. So as opposed to an incubator and accelerator, we're actually, a third option where entrepreneurs who either have launched companies before or subject matter experts who have a very specific skill set or expertise are looking for expert partners to actually co-build companies together.
How do you see the Idea Center preparing students for other ventures, like capital ventures out there, like programs like the one you have?
I think the Idea Center is an amazing program. The fact that we can now track an entrepreneur, coming from high school with the nifty, integration through the Idea Center, through the Create, program, and then through the Phase 2, I think is actually a very smart way of not only like teaching about entrepreneurship, but making sure that these students have the right mentorship, access to networks, and then access to, I think what's most important, experts. Because beyond the idea, I think execution is what makes an entrepreneur successful. I think the biggest thing for me when it comes to entrepreneurship that students can learn from programs like this is entrepreneurship is not easy. A startup is a marathon. Not everybody launches and overnight becomes a billion-dollar company. And the one thing I think you can learn as you go through programs like this is resiliency and the ability to rely on a network to actually get through, to the next stage of your company. Because most startups and entrepreneurs I see work so hard and then they stop right before success is about to knock on their door.
Do you see the Idea Center becoming the Shark Tank for Miami?
I don't know if I would say the Shark Tank because, that means that there's only a few winners. And I think with entrepreneurship, the way you have to look at it is it's not a short game. It's a long-term game, right? So you may go through this program here, learn something, not launch your company, go out into the world, get some expertise, get some experience, come back and do something. But what you learn as you go through this program will always be with you and allow you to, hopefully at some point launch something that is successful. And success could be monetary, but it could also be impact to the community or to your family, to your community. So I think there's a lot of different ways to define success.
How do you determine whether an idea has the criteria or a student has a good idea to
I think
apply?
that's a very good point. So one of the things I believe is that there are a million ideas. I listen to, I would say, 3 great ideas a week, just in Miami. And to me, the idea is not, as opposed to other people that, work with entrepreneurs, to me, the idea is almost secondary. And to me, the entrepreneur is primary. If you find the right entrepreneur, somebody who understands what it takes to go through that process to build and launch a company, an idea can be transformed. You could start with something, and as you go through the process, depending on the business community, on yourself, on your team, on your experts, you may change the idea. But if you are the one that can actually continue to drive that process, you can make a business successful. So as students, this is an opportunity for you, to try this, but not just try it to figure out, is this fun or not, but as a way to really change your life, right? Education is one component of it, and entrepreneurship, I think, is the next job creation opportunity. Not everybody needs to go work for somebody else.
True.
You can create jobs. And I think that's one of the things that as you go through the idea process is to actually validate whether your idea really has a product market fit. Does it have a real go-to-market strategy that's achievable? Does it have a funding strategy that you can actually make happen? So I think there's a lot of different ways to vet your idea.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here with us. Hi, welcome to the Idea Center. Please let us know your name. What are you about here?
Hi, I'm Ricky Ariola. I'm CEO of Inktel Holdings Corp., and I am a proud board member of the Idea Center.
You're a successful executive yourself. Tell us why you're so excited about the Idea Center.
Well, several reasons. One is I love giving back, and being able to work with young entrepreneurs here in our community is really important to me. And I think there's a really large need here in our community to institutionalize and help a very vibrant entrepreneurial community that we have here, and the Idea Center, I think, is going to help fulfill that mission.
How do you feel it's directly helping students to create new ideas, new ventures?
There's a lot of ways I believe the Idea Center is going to help young students. Certainly with resources, both board and executive talent, to serve as mentors, to help them put together business plans, structure for their businesses, help them to bounce ideas off of people with experience, hopefully bring institutional money to help them fund their dreams, and then beyond that, help them launch their businesses.
What kind of ideas are you looking for? What kind of criteria do you go through to decide, this is a great idea, let's welcome a student here?
Well, first of all, we are industry agnostic. Any good idea is going to be something we're going to work with. So it's not, say, high-tech specific or life sciences specific or manufacturing specific. It's sort of very agnostic approach to business. What we're looking for are good ideas, the passion of the entrepreneur, that they have the work ethic, that they're going to commit to it, and that we can add value to those ideas and to the entrepreneur.
So if a student has an idea, a patent, something that is copyrighted, how does he approach the Idea Center to be a part of this?
Yeah, so you get into issues of technology transfer, and that's one of the issues that any academic institution that's supporting students has to deal with. And I think we're going to look at that on a case-by-case basis and do what's appropriate. But right now, I don't think we're going to take a position where it's a must-have. If a student has created a patent or a trademark that they own, then that's probably where it's going to stay. But if we're co-partners in helping them along, then I think we'll all look at that together. We're basically here to help and be a resource. We're not doing anything more than trying to create a vibrant ecosystem for our entrepreneurial culture here that exists in South Florida.
How do you feel this is different from what's happening in other universities around the country? What's unique about the Idea Center?
I think what's unique about the Idea Center is that we do live in a vibrant entrepreneurial culture here. And I think our culture for entrepreneur is second to none in the United States, and that includes Silicon Valley. South Florida is filled with thousands and tens of thousands of small businesses that are looking to take it to the next level. And I think we're going to fill that void, or help fill that void that they need to help take their business to the next level.
All right, thank you very much for being here.
It was my pleasure.
Hi, welcome to the Idea Center. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. Can you let us know exactly what you do here, your awesome position here at the Wolfson campus?
Yeah, I'm Rafa Saldaña. I'm the Dean of the School of Business for the college. And one of the main reasons I came from the industry sector, I used to be a banker, here to Miami-Dade College last year, is exactly to help promote and build the Entrepreneurship Center. So this is a great day today where we're putting all this together, cross-functional, cross-disciplinary, across all campuses in an integrated fashion for all of our students.
How do you feel this is going to help the students launch their careers, their entrepreneurships, their ventures?
Well, here's a very important thing. One of the main missions that we have at the Idea Center is to make sure that we start changing the mindset of our students, realizing that the social contract has changed. Just because you got a degree, even if you got a degree from well-known colleges like Harvard or Princeton or whatever, that doesn't mean you're gonna get a job. That doesn't mean you're gonna get fully employed in what you went to school for. So here at the Idea Center, we're changing that mindset and saying, hey, you're gonna get all the skills, you gotta make sure that you also get the skill of entrepreneurship, because we believe that entrepreneurship in today's world, it's a necessary and noble skill, no matter what your discipline is. So we are industry agnostic, so you can be in the performing arts, you can be in the Culinary Institute, you can be in engineering, of course, or business. But it's not just about engineering or business, it's about, one of our best students is from the School of Entertainment and Design Technology, right? So this is what it's all about, having changed that mindset that it's not about you getting offered a job, but perhaps about creating your own job and creating jobs for others. So now you're in charge of your destiny, now you're in charge of your future, rather than waiting for somebody to offer you a job.
How did the Idea Center got started? Tell me a little bit about the background.
That has all to do with Dr. Padron. He's a visionary leader that we have here. He envisioned this many years ago and started talking to different folks around the community about it. And it just happens by serendipity that I got involved being a bank CEO before in the education side. In a board meeting of the Miami Foundation, where I serve as a trustee, we started also talking about entrepreneurship. I got to meet then Matt Hackman from the Knight Foundation when he was starting all this about entrepreneurship. And then eventually Dr. Padron offers me to be the Dean of the School of Business, which for me is a great honor, serving the community and serving this college, that it's a jewel of our community. And remember, I'm not from Miami originally. I've been here only since 2008, and I'm delighted to be a part of the.
How do you see the students that come at the Idea Center, digging roots and staying in Miami?
That's a very good question, because one of the big things that we see in places like the Miami Foundation is how do we keep our talent here? And how do we bring more talent to this creative class to come here to Miami, which Miami has a lot of things that will attract them, but how about building an environment, an ecosystem that will nurture the creation of businesses to a higher level. And what we're doing here is everything is going to be co-curricular. So yes, you can study entrepreneurship for the sake of it, that's fine. But remember, entrepreneurship has to do with different kinds of industries and different kinds of businesses. So meaning being co-curricular, you can study to be a nurse, but then you study the skill sets of entrepreneurship and the mindset of entrepreneurship. So then instead of just being a nurse, you can eventually have your own nursing company and provide services at home for veterans, for disabled folks, for the seniors, and create your own job and job for others. Some of our students will go and work for somebody for a while, but that seed of entrepreneurship will be there, and it's going to eventually break and come out, and the tree of entrepreneurship will start growing in their minds, and they're going to happen. They're going to make it happen, and that brings economic development and better well-being for all of us here in South Florida.
Awesome. Can I ask you to invite more students to join?
Of course, we want everybody here because the world has changed. You cannot change the wind, and the wind has changed, but you can adjust your sails. So adjust your sails, come to Miami-Dade College, get involved in entrepreneurship, start nurturing, even if you don't have an idea, but just getting the skill set and the mindset of entrepreneurship, the ideas will come, and that will be useful in your life going forward. So adjust your sails and get into the boat of entrepreneurship.
Thank you for being here and making this happen.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Hi, Wilfredo. Welcome to the Idea Center. Thank you for the work that you're doing here.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your involvement with this center.
So I'm here to help students turn their ideas into reality. And that's what I'm going to be focused on day in and day out, is helping students align their passion with purpose and ultimately a profession.
What do you see in the students that have been coming in and out of the Idea Center for the past couple of months and weeks?
I see great energy, I see great enthusiasm, great ideas, I see a grit, a hustle. These are students that are already working, and they're working day in and day out. They're dreaming about their idea, they're living their idea and breathing it. And that's what you need to do to make it a reality and actually create their own venture. So I'm refreshed by the quality of the student, the quality of the ideas, and just their passion.
From your teaching experience, from your background in education, was this an idea that birthed out of that, or how is your background in education influencing this center?
So I realized later in life, I grew up seeing entrepreneurs and seeing people in business that started their own things, and I never identified with it. I always thought I was going to go down a different path. And it wasn't until I finished up kind of my Teach for America experience that I realized I wanted to be an entrepreneur, that's what my skill set would lead me to. But I never had any formal training. I didn't know how to start a business or where to start. I didn't know where to get talent. I didn't know where to find my mentors or advisors or potential funders. And so I think there are a lot of people like me who don't know where to start. They have a great passion, they have a great idea, there's a problem that they're trying to solve, but it's the know-how, it's the methodology, it's the framework, it's the roadmap that they need to actually make that a reality. And so a lot of this is building the resources that I wish I had. That's what fueled to start the lab, and what really brought me onto this project is that our students need access to the same tools that are available to other people in our community. And so there's a great opportunity to transform the city by transforming the students that we serve.
How do you see Miami-Dade College as a platform for the Idea Center? How would it be if it were not in the Miami-Dade College? What's the difference there?
I mean, we have 7, 8 campuses, a couple outreach centers. We geographically span the entire county, so we are on the ground floor of what's going on in each of those communities, and we're able to go into those communities, hear what the problems are, hear what the challenges are, and then match those up with students that want to solve those challenges, or faculty or staff or what have you. I think there are a lot of people here that have great insight into what is going on in Miami. So it's kind of the perfect switch to be able to turn on and say, okay, now we can really support a lot of the challenges by creating new innovative products and ventures and organizations to solve those challenges.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
No, thank you.
Welcome, Ashley. You're a student here at Miami-Dade College at the School of Entertainment, and you're also here at the Idea Center. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Ashley Suarez Burgos, like you said, and I am a BAS film production student at North Campus. I actually got submitted by my professor, Augustine Gonzalez, into the Idea Center for my event, Unestablished.
What's Unestablished?
Unestablished is an art event for students between the ages of 15 and 28 to come and have a space to create, explore, network, and exhibit their works in art, film, and music without the normal standard industry settings tied with it.
How did this idea came to life?
So my partner and I, the co-founder Ian Duffy, we were at an event and we saw the concept of finding community artists and exhibiting them as one whole. But we thought we could take that idea and make it our own and improve it. So we did exactly that in less than a month.
This is going to be your second year, right?
Yes, this is my second year.
What do you plan to have this second year?
I plan to have twice as many artists involved. So last year we had 50. I want 100 artists involved this year. We're also going to have an interactive art table where the artist and the audience can become either or position and paint each other. We're also going to have possible 3D print workshop at our event this year.
How is the Idea Center helping you accomplish this?
The Idea Center is mentoring me through turning Unestablished into a 5013C. Currently we're an LLC, so I'm very excited about that. There's a lot of new business terminology and new legalities that I'm learning about becoming a nonprofit and turning Unestablished to an organization.
What happened today?
Today I presented Unestablished to the public with our opening and launch of our new Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, our new website, and our submissions for artists, filmmakers, and musicians to submit their work for our show.
Who did you meet today when you were exposing at the table?
Oh my God, who didn't I meet? That should be your question. I met the dean of the Hialeah campus, who is currently in the process of opening a new art program and wants to get involved with Unestablished because it is in Hialeah, so it will benefit more Miami-Dade students than it already does. I was able to meet people involved with Art Basel in the film community. I was able to meet powerful production women involved in our community too, who happen to be correlating with other businesses in the Idea Center with their own video productions.
Great, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We hope the Idea Center is just the beginning step of many great ideas that will be finally brought to fruition. We can already see some inventions and great projects coming out of it, and I am sure that I will keep you updated as we get some of them into reality. Always search for us on the web and get involved and see where some ideas can take us.
And all of you students that are listening out there, just take my word for it. Come to the Idea Center. It really is going to make all the difference for you. So we'll be very proud to have you as a part of it.
Absolutely, we can invite other students to join. The more students, the better, of any school, any campus.
I think it's good for students who really want to build something great.